In today's video, we're going over 7 common men's workout mistakes that you should avoid if you want to see the best possible results and build a next level physique. Now, I know that I've definitely made at least 6 of these mistakes earlier on in my fitness journey, and I definitely didn't know I was making them at the time. So let's go through these 7 mistakes so that you can make sure that you're training as effectively and properly as possible to see the best results. And if you end up liking the video, consider subscribing to my channel because I make new videos just like this every single week. Mistake number 1 is ego lift. So this is essentially when someone is lifting so heavy that it causes them to break form. So they end up not using the proper technique, and that gives them a higher risk of injury for sure, but it also sometimes can hurt your ability to target the muscle group that you're actually trying to work. So it generally leads to worse results, higher rates of injuries, and it just establishes a really poor training form or style. This is what I used to do back in college, and I have to say I've hurt myself and tweaked certain areas of my body like my back, my hips, my knees on multiple occasions from ego lifting. And I literally cringe when I think back to what I was doing and how much I was lifting. Mistake number 2, and so many people are doing this one. They're saving their energy earlier on in the workout for exercises they're doing later on. This is really just a completely backwards mindset and way to train. Sometimes people refer to it as junk volume, which is essentially doing a ton of volume, a ton of exercises and sets and reps, but not giving your 100% effort to all of them. I used to do this all the time. I remember thinking in my head, oh, I'm not doing these incline chest presses with the weight that I know I can because I know I've got flies 4 exercises later. And the truth is now, after becoming a physique competitor and a fitness professional and coaching hundreds of people over the years, I can confidently say that you are way better off to build a better physique, to get stronger, to have more muscle mass, if you just do fewer exercises and give those exercises your 100% effort, compared to doing a whole bunch of extra exercises and basically giving 50 to 70% to all of them. Mistake number 3 is doing random workouts from social media. Whether you find Instagram swipe workouts or YouTube follow along workouts or TikTok workouts, wherever you find them, just realize that there's no actual structure to these workouts. There's no program that was designed to include these exercises and this order and the amount of sets and reps within a whole program in a given week or month. These are just random. There's no plan involved, and they're certainly not customized to you, right? They could actually be totally inappropriate for you based on your injury history or based on your current fitness level. Most of the time, these Instagram or social media workouts are meant to be really flashy and grab your attention, but they're usually not how an actual workout program is structured in a balanced way. There's no progressions involved, and you're just always going to be looking for more random workouts that have nothing to do with you or your goals. So my recommendation is get a tailored workout program that's balanced and structured for exactly you and what you need, and follow that program for a very long time so that you can make progress on those exercises, those movements, that amount of reps that you're going for, and you have a path from where you are now to where your goals are. Mistake number 4 is staying within your comfort zone in your workouts. Part of staying within your comfort zone is not training close enough to failure. So when you're doing your exercises, you basically stop once you reach the edge of your comfort zone. It starts to get a little hard and you stop, or you stop at a nice round number like 10 reps. Even if you could have done 13 or 14 or 15 reps. And the truth is that if you push out of your comfort zone for an extra 2 or 3 or 4 reps, those reps are gonna be the most beneficial and are gonna help you see more progress. Another way that people stay within their comfort zone in their workouts is only doing the exercises that they like and they prefer. This is part of the reason why I still work with a coach to this day. It's because I know myself, and if it was up to me to just do my own workouts and make my own workout program, I generally end up sticking with exercises that I prefer to do and that I like. and I'd stay away from the ones that like are a little bit uncomfortable or are just quite frankly harder. And when I have someone else making my workouts for me, telling me what to do, it sort of nudges me to do an exercise here or there that I probably wouldn't prefer to do. And the ones that we don't prefer and are a little out of our comfort zone are often the most beneficial for us. Mistake number 5 is that you're not logging your workouts, meaning you're not keeping track of the amount of weight that you're using for each exercise, how many reps you were able to get with that weight, and comparing it to previous weeks. Now, what I do for my clients, we have our training app where I custom design each workout program for each client. And when they're at the gym, they can pull out their phone and they can enter in what weight they used for each exercise and how many reps they were able to get. And the app keeps track of all this information and it tells them when they hit PRs. But even if you have a notebook at the gym and you're writing it down so you can compare it to go back a page or two to last week, that's a fine way to do it as well. The reason this is so important though is because you'll be able to see clearly if you're progressing or not in the gym. One thing I learned from the book Atomic Habits is that what we care enough about to track is usually going to get improved. Literally, just simply the act of tracking something will usually improve it. That goes for tracking your food, that goes for tracking your finances, that goes for tracking your workouts, tracking your steps. Just think back, when you started keeping track of your steps, there were probably days where you were like, oh, I'm at 4,500 steps. I might as well just try to get 5,000. The same goes for your workouts. You might see, oh wow, I did 100 pounds last week for 10 reps. I'm gonna do 105 pounds this time. This is super important for seeing the best possible results because I'm gonna tell you straight up right now, if you're not progressing in your workouts, and if you're doing the same weights and the same reps today that you were doing 3 months ago, I'm willing to bet you look the same. Mistake number 6 is doing group fitness classes as your main form of strength training. If you like group fitness classes, there's nothing wrong with that, and I encourage you to still do them. I actually have clients who take group fitness classes every week because they really enjoy them, and it's like a social thing for them. They get together with some friends and they go to the class, and that's great. But if you want to build the best possible physique and body composition that you're capable of, I wouldn't recommend counting the group fitness classes as your main form of strength training for a similar reason as to why you shouldn't only do random social media workouts. There's not going to be an effective number of sets and reps and volume for each muscle group in the week. It's not going to be a structured program that's all encompassing for the week or the month. And most of the time in group fitness classes, the point is not to hit PRs and to have a really structured program. The point is to have someone yelling at you and pushing you so out of your comfort zone that you're sweating and you're feeling like it's exhausting, so that when you leave, you can have the feeling of, man, I could have never pushed that hard on my own. I could have never sweat that much on my own. So I personally tell clients to count group fitness classes as a cardio session, but not a strength training session. Even workouts like Barry's Boot Camp, F45, all these other HIIT classes that include some level of strength training, the point is to get your heart rate up, to get you exhausted, to get you to feel tired. Final mistake number 7, is you only do one form of training. And this is a mistake that I most recently realized was a mistake. Maybe only a couple years ago I came to this realization. So you only train one way, meaning you only do bodybuilding style workouts in the gym and you don't do anything else for your fitness. Or you only do cardio, you don't do anything else for your fitness. Or you only do group fitness classes, or you only do powerlifting style workouts. This is a mistake if you really want to be healthy and live a really high quality of life for as long as you possibly can. And it's my belief now that there should be some level of mobility and stretching in your program. There should be some form of cardio in your program to strengthen your heart and your endurance. Heart disease is the biggest killer in America. 1 in 3 people die from a heart disease related illness. So strengthening your heart through cardiovascular activities, walking, jogging, biking, swimming, whatever it is you like, there's no right or wrong. but giving some value to that and having that in your weekly routine is super important for health and longevity. And the same can be said about strength training. If you're only doing the cardio, but you're not keeping your body and your muscles and your ligaments strong, then you're gonna really struggle as you get older. You might be losing muscle mass, you might be weaker, you may not be able to do the same things as someone who is strength training. So as they say, don't be like a one-trick pony and only do one style of exercise, but include various types of health and wellness within your routine to make sure that you're set up for a high quality future. And there you have it. Those are my 7 common mistakes that men make in their workouts. I really hope you found this interesting. If you liked the video, consider subscribing to my channel. And if you did like this video, I think you might like this other one right here that I'm gonna leave at the top. So if you head over there, I'll see you there, and thank you again for watching.